During the 6th of December, the first episode of Attack on Titan Season 4 was released, and to say it was great would be an understatement. The episode impressed me so much, and the part that amazed me the most was the opening called My War, done by Shisei Kamatisha. When I heard that they would make a new opening, I was excited. The previous work really spoke to me, and the second fans would have remembered them for doing the ending for Season 2, as well as the official Reiner theme song called Romance. They are also known as Isayama's favorite band, so I'm quite happy for them to be back on the project. This analysis will include contextual spoilers for the entire future season and the entire manga as well, so be warned and don't watch this if you don't want the entire series to be spoiled. The song begins with a title card soaring across the sky along with a calm yet sinister music. The very obvious bird freedom parallels gets interrupted by a chorus and some very beautiful depictions of war. The repeating images and abstract colors make it nightmares in tone. It is almost noteworthy that the many acts done in the early parts are classified as war crimes. The flamethrower, chemical warfare, and atomic bombs. Choosing these very extreme depictions of warfare really builds up the visuals and hammers in the previously established nightmarish themes. The next prominent part is 20 seconds in as we see birds falling from the sky. It depicts similar images to the use of poison gas during the trench warfare of World War I and how gas made birds die and fall from the sky. Birds being a tool in Attack on Titan to convey freedom, and poisonous gas being a weapon of war tells us that wars, if the world will kill the literal interpretation of freedom, meaning there is no freedom in a world that has wars. Colorful gases fill the sky, and it won't change that much for the next few seconds. But the lyrics are introduced in this scene, and the lyrics goes as follows. Let's start a new life from this darkness, until a light reveals the end. This philosophy is really similar to the ideals presented by Eren Jaeger, mainly his speech to Falco about pushing through hell to reach what lies beyond. How he's trying to use the rumbling to create his own paradise. This is my last war is the next lyric song. Eren is once again in the focus here, as he is creating the rumbling as his last act. Other characters also fighting the last war like Zeke and Reiner as their terms as Titans are soon to be over. After this the images change again, this time with a marching army. The complete tonal shift from the other openings is much more clear with this part, as the saga was extremely patriotic and felt like a national anthem. My War shows the absolute cruel and terrific fascism can be, just from this sequence alone. Next part involves an airship that flies as high as the birds in the sky, showing humanity's will to be with the birds, or to be free. During this scene, the lyrics that are played are as follows: angels playing disguised with devils' faces. This is a reference to the character King Fritz, who made himself into a martyr of the Eldian Empire in the Great Titan War. The stories of him and his actions made him a devil, but in reality he was an angel who saved many lives through his actions. Calm visuals of the airships gets interrupted. Suddenly everything and everyone is annihilated. Titans, people, soldiers, even airships that try to fly with the birds are destroyed by the onslaught of war. War destroys everyone equally. It doesn't choose sides and it doesn't show mercy. Later on it shows familiar locations being destroyed, like Liberia and the most prominent, the walls. But the destruction of the walls looks much more different from the rest, almost crumbling into dust instead. It is a clear nod to the rumbling, which is the most terrifying weapon in Attack on Titan. And with it comes the lyrics. Destruction and regeneration. You are the real enemy. Shiva the Destroyer and Vishnu the Protector. Two deities in Hinduism, where the two create an endless cycle of destruction and recreation. This eternal cycle, the cycle of war and hatred, as war destroys and the world rebuilds, everything will just crumble again. This is a common theme with Attack on Titan. Every character is affected by the cycle. Armin, Eren, Reiner, Zeke, Grisha, Gabby are just some of the examples. These lyrics represent the struggle that the characters go through and what they have to fight against to win their personal war. The final scenes are probably the most meaningful and impactful. On top of the sea of corpses, the vocalists shout, "My war," over and over again. This grave is the result of my war, or the cycle of conflict and hatred. The war being the eternal destruction that Eren will put upon the world, to end the cycle. The last shot is of all the Titan shifters, crawling out of the pile of the deceased, and top lies Eren who's reaching out for freedom. The scene makes him look almost angelic, but Eren isn't the hero of the story. In fact, the term monster has been repeated multiple times throughout the song. It is sung over scenes that represent war crimes, destruction, death, war, and most importantly, Aaron's titan at the end. The song itself is telling us that Aaron is no different from the horrible acts of war, and that even if he seeks freedom, even if he tries to break the cycle, he will just become part of it, same as the rest.